I want to know, are Blue Jackets fans all over Pierre LeBrun this morning? Because in your column, 10 burning questions, you asked the question, which player will be the biggest disappointment? Now, Columbus fans, Pierre, they finally have something to cheer about. They get the most sought-after free agent, and then here comes the wet blanket, Pierre LeBrun, saying, no, he might be the biggest disappointment this season.
I believe I said one of the biggest disappointments, but yes, it's still negative. And I think, listen, as I wrote, I think he's probably still good for 95 points. The point I was making is that to feed off what he did last year, where he was one of the best players in the world, 115 points, an incredible season by any measure in Calgary. And then I always sort of examine adjustment periods for players moving from one program to another, one city to another, and then the pressure that he might feel in having made that decision, and you know, whether or not that's a factor early on or not. When you put all these things together, I just think that Johnny Gaudreau is going to be very good this year. I just don't think we're going to get the same version of last year. And to be honest, I'm surprised that, you know, Jackets fans took it to that degree in terms of the negative reaction, because I'm still saying he's going to be a very good player, and I think the Jackets are on the way up, but I just don't think we're getting 115-point Johnny Gaudreau. That's my opinion, and I hope he proves me wrong.
Like it's some crazy hot take for you to say that he's going to drop 15, 20 points with Boone Jenner as his center instead of Elias Lindholm. Like, that's just the cost of doing business if you're going from Calgary to Columbus. I could have told you this was going to happen, by the way. Like, Blue Jackets, when we rolled out their season preview, which had them, you know, in the bottom third of the league, they were pissed. They were mad. So I feel like you can thank Dom and his spreadsheet for kind of priming the pump for people to be mad at you for this one. They've got an axe to grind with us already. It's understandable, but we all like the Blue Jackets, right? It's not hater stuff to say like there's still a couple steps for them to take before they're an actual, you know, playoff team.
And it really was. I mean, listen, I have questions about their blue line, but it really was an amazing offseason for a franchise that has lost so many marquee players to win the Johnny Gaudreau sweepstakes, to be able to sign line. I mean, there's so many positive things that have happened in that market. But the fact remains that I was trying to look at some marquee players that I felt were in for a bit of a downturn, and that's the guy I came up with.